Hello, everyone. Welcome to the MMOA podcast. My name is Kay Mayordomo. I'm an outpatient physical therapist in Northern California, and I'm also a TA with MMOA, a division of ICE Physio. So today I will be talking about the power of community. It's been about a year since I started bone health boot camp at my clinic. It's pretty much a strength and conditioning class for older adults who might be just concerned about their bone health and fractures, who have osteopenia or who have osteoporosis. So today we'll be and I've seen how important community is to these participants. So today we'll be discussing why community matters, how to facilitate that sense of community, and its positive impact on people. So in case you're on the fence about starting a workout class out of your clinic, this may tip you in the direction of going for it. So first, why community matters. We saw during the pandemic that our older adults were isolated due to their potential higher risk of contracting COVID. The thing with this is they started to become socially isolated and socially disconnected, and that can lead to a host of problems. This can lead to poor physical health, like cardiovascular disease and stroke. This can lead to poor mental health, like depression and anxiety. It can lead to cognitive decline, risky health behaviors like substance use and physical inactivity, and can also contribute to all-cause mortality. So these are big health issues that can be positively impacted and affected by having a sense of community, by having a sense of social connectedness. So it's been 4 years since the start of the pandemic. And if we aren't already, we need to start talking to our patients about the importance of community for their health and just getting out there again and doing things with other people. So there was a 75-year longitudinal study for adults, and it showed that an individual's satisfaction with their relationships was the greatest predictor of happiness and health. So that tells us a lot about how important it is for us to have social connection, pretty much. Like, I'm like some people who love time by myself, but we do have to recognize that it is important to spend time with other people and just have connections with others. So for our older adults, how can we facilitate that sense of community? In our physical therapy treatments or occupational therapy treatments, it may look like discussing how patients can get back to their workout classes that they used to take before the pandemic, how they can reach back out to a neighbor and go for a walk again. It could look like helping them research things that they like to do before, like playing mahjong, if that's what they're into, because that increases their time spent outside of their house. In a workout class like mine, like Bone Health Bootcamp, it can look like letting them chat the first few minutes before class starts, or even just letting them finish their conversations before class starts. I used to be a stickler about like, okay, it is 12 p.m., we're going to start right now. But if they're having a good conversation, I'm not going to interrupt it. I'm going to let them talk for the next 1 or 2 minutes, and then I'll start class, because I usually leave a few minutes in class to allow for them to have that socialization. So there are so many ideas and there's so many ways that we can get people to have a stronger sense of community. In one of my bone health boot camp classes, they had gotten so close after the 8 week cycle, and they wanted to continue to hang out the 2 weeks before our next 8 week cycle started. So they exchanged numbers, and then they started going on walks outside together for those 2 weeks that we weren't meeting, which was really cool. It was really nice to see that they enjoyed their time together and were able to spend some time outside of here, because I mean, they're in a stage of life that they kind of only know what they're going through. Like, they're having grandkids, and they might be even just like losing some of their old friends and everything. And they're just going through the same thing of trying to figure out how to manage their osteopenia and osteoporosis best. So they have a lot in common, and I think they just have enjoyed also just sweating together. In another one of my bone health bootcamp classes that we just started up 3 weeks ago, they started talking about hanging out at one of their new houses because one of them was moving. So kind of like a housewarming party. So this is another instance that, they are starting to just, chat. Sometimes the first day is a little awkward because they're all new, but if you kind of facilitate that, like I made the name tag so that they could learn their names the first day. Actually for the first week, because I can be pretty bad at names too, but made them name tags, just let them chat a bit. I asked them what kind of things they were wanting to get better at or get stronger for. So that kind of just helped them see that, oh yeah, some of these people definitely have the same goals as me as well. So there are definitely ways that I've seen how much of a positive impact community has had on the people in my bone health bootcamp class. It can help keep them accountable and active because they know their friends are going to be there, so they're going to show up to class, since it just gives them more of a push to keep coming, which is great, because instead of being forced by you, like, hey, you have to go to class, you have to take these workout classes. No, they're doing it because they want to be there, because they want to sweat with their friends, and they want to see how strong they can get together. So I think it just also helps them socialize with people in their age group. I talked about this earlier, but helps them socialize with people in their age group who may be going through the same things. Like I hear a lot from my older adult population and patients that, sometimes their kids have their own family and they're busy with work, so they're not spending a lot of time with them during the week. They're starting to lose some of their friends as they get older, so they just don't have the community or just a sense of social connectedness that they had before. And so these kinds of transitions in life can be hard because some of them just don't have that network of people that they used to have. So going to group classes with other people their age gives them something to look forward to. They have a lot to talk about because they're like, well, how have you been managing your osteoporosis? Like, what kind of things have worked for you? What didn't work for you? How was your trip to Italy? Or just whatever, stuff like that. So in turn, it can really improve people's mental and physical health, which is usually the issue of being socially disconnected. So hopefully all of that gave you guys a little inspiration that if you're on the fence about starting a workout class, not only does it help older adults get stronger and healthier, but you're also impacting their overall health because they'll start to build a community from the group of people that they're sweating with every day or twice a week or whatever you're doing. So just to recap, our older adult population is at a huge risk of social isolation and a lack of community. They were impacted hard during the pandemic because they were told not to go outside. They were told not to socialize with their friends. They had to keep far away. But as humans, we need that. We need social interaction. So, and I still hear that some people are continuing to experience this, that they're not seeing their friends yet. They're not going out like they used to. And the power of community is huge and can impact our older adults positively. Having a community that can improve their physical and mental health is going to do a lot for them. We as healthcare providers can help patients get them there by either helping them research things that they would like to do or even allowing them to hang out before and after a workout class held at your clinic. Lastly, having a community can allow people to stay active and accountable for going to workout classes. They're not being forced. They just want to be there because their friends are there. Or they're going outside on walks because they promised their friend they were going to go and they wanted to hear about their vacation. So it's all good things If you're on the fence about starting a workout class at your clinic, I think providing a sense of community for these people is probably one of the biggest deals of having a group class. So thank you so much for listening, and we hope to see you either at one of our MMOA online classes that starts soon. So MMOA Level 1 online starts May 15th. MMOA 2 MMOA Level 2 online starts May 16th. If you're looking to go to a live, we have one May 18th to 19th in Richmond, Virginia, and Bismarck, North Dakota. And we also will have one June 1st to 2nd in Scottsdale, Arizona. And if any of you guys will be at Ice Sampler this weekend in Carson City, Nevada, I will see you there. Have a great week, and see you at Sampler if you're going to be there. Bye.